laid out the exact word for word message that you should send people, and so it's the next day. So, Sean, what's the update?
So I've got my Facebook group set up, and I've been going through some groups on Facebook to try and give out some advice, and I've got 2 calls booked
Boom.
with people. Yeah,
So you messaged me and you said, I got two calls booked, right?
yeah.
So how are you feeling right now?
Well, pretty good. I mean, that was, well, I guess 2 hours work. So
Yeah,
yeah,
cool.
pretty good going. I was quite pleased with that.
That's what?
It's I was pleased with being able to get 2 people, and I think also responses from people. I didn't think people would react so positively to it.
Mm.
People were actually, really seemed really appreciative and grateful for. Well, a couple of people said thank you for reaching out, but I wasn't expecting that response.
What were you expecting them to say?
Um, Something along the lines of "Go away, you spammer."
Okay. Okay. Cool. So surprising, right? Surprising that people are interested in um, getting help and looking for it, right?
Well, yeah, surprising and not surprising, I suppose. When you
Yeah.
look back at it, actually, it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. So the reason why I bring that up is I think 'cause when you're first getting started with this, you're kind of like unsure and you don't want to piss anybody off. You don't want to do the right thing,
Yeah,
and I think that's the thing that's really prevents a lot of people from starting it. So I just want to point that out that for somebody who's watching this and they're thinking, oh, I don't want to say the wrong thing, send the message. People will be appreciative. If you got something good, send it out. They'll respond back, right?
yeah, definitely, definitely.
Cool. All right, so let's talk about like where you're at right now and then some next steps for you. So you had a question. Let me see if I can connect you to computer. So is your team viewer still open?
Oh no, I closed it.
Okay.
But basically, my question was, I had a lady respond back to me, and she just wanted to know. She basically said, "Is there a link to your page so I can check it out?" And I was unsure how to respond to that because I haven't. I've only just set up my Facebook group. I've only got my form page set up. That's all that I've got so far. So I'm quite, early in the process. I haven't got my own website. I haven't got a busy group going, so I'm not sure how to respond to that.
Okay, cool. So if you're open to it, let's connect in and then see the messages, and then I'll I'll
Hmm.
I'll show you exactly what to write.
Okay. So yeah, it's the same
Cool.
details as last time for TeamViewer.
Okay, cool. So I'll connect in right now. Okay, okay, great. So, let's see here. Okay. So let me share my screen. Oh wait, I'm getting some audio. See if we can mute the audio. Okay, there we go. Okay, Sean, you can still hear me, right?
Yeah.
Oh wait. Okay. Okay. Cool. All right. So here we go. I'll share your screen. Let me know if you can see the screen. You can see that okay, Sean?
Uh, yeah, yeah, I can see that.
Um, oh, wait.
Oh, because
Wait,
I've
wait, wait, wait,
switched to
wait.
Google
Sorry,
Hangouts.
sorry.
So if I go back to that,
Okay, hold
can I
on
fix
one
that?
second. Okay. Okay. Where did that window go? um, okay, so can you see can you see the screen like me connected into you on the Google
Yes.
Hangout,
Yeah. I'm not on the
Sean?
Google Hangout page. I'm just looking at my Facebook page right now.
Okay, good. First, okay, cool. So, oh, close this. Okay. So who's the lady that you had a question about?
So it's this lady here, Jetty Ann.
Okay. Just 1 second. Let me see if I can close the audio. Okay. All right. So, uh, oh my goodness, where is this feedback coming? Hold on 1 second.
I don't think it's from mine because I've got my headphones and microphone in.
Yeah. I think Team Reader's broadcasting audio. Test, test, test. Try to close it down. Okay, test, test now. That sucks. Oh, okay, maybe we had 2 sessions open. Okay, let me try again. Dude, Facebook. Okay. So Jetty, right? This is the person you have the question about?
That's right, yeah.
Okay, so sorry about all that. Okay, so let's see here. Jetty. Okay, so right, so you just said, hey Jetty, just noticed your comment regarding $10 haircuts. I'm looking for the right button. Is there a link you page? Okay, so then I would put sure. I actually made a short video describing Okay, so Sean, the wording here a little bit, just slight modification. So, hey JD, just noticed your comment regarding $10 haircuts. I'm looking for the right person to help out. I'm putting together a guide. Okay, so I would put a program, not a guide.
Okay.
Just a program sounds better. Guide,
Yeah.
I'm not sure about. So I'm putting together a program based on my experience of owning a salon. I'd like to offer you a free 30-minute strategy call, no catch. Just looking for questions so I can make sure. So I just put that. So what she's saying is she's hesitant. She's like, very interesting, Sean. Is there a link to your page that I can check out? So you say, sure. I actually made a short video describing it. If you like, I can send you the link with the video and a few questions. Very simple.
Okay.
Oh, I'm not sharing the screen. Crap. Okay, hold on one second. Sorry about that. Here we go. And if the screen doesn't show, just let me know. Is it
Let
showing
me
okay?
see. If I go to my Hangout, yeah, I see. Yeah.
Fantastic. Okay, so yeah, okay, cool. All right. So let's take a look at. Does that answer the question of how you should respond to her?
Yeah. Yeah. Perfectly. I just because I have set up the page, which I can show you, but obviously it's literally brand new. So I want to get that busy really quickly.
Okay. So
So I think you mentioned earlier that I shouldn't add people in until I've got 10 people to add into it. Is that right?
yeah, right, exactly. So I would wait for 10, at least 10 people, and then you could approve them right away, all at the same time.
Okay.
Okay. And then you want to welcome them individually. So that's the next
Yeah.
step.
Okay.
So who are these 5 people that are in here now?
So these are just
Me,
people from,
you,
yeah,
okay.
obviously yourself, um,
Girlfriend, cool.
and yeah, two girls who work in the salon.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I could get a few other people in there to, a few relevant people in there who can, contribute.
Very good. Okay, so then, okay. So what questions do you have at this point?
Um, well, I don't think I have any now. I'm pretty pleased with how it's gone tonight, so I'm gonna, you know, carry on with it tomorrow and um, the plan, yeah, get the Facebook group busy and then hopefully be able to get my first couple of clients going.
Okay, super. Okay, so let me just go through your messages real quick and see if we can tighten it up, if there's anything that needs to be tightened up here. Who are the people that were, who are the people that you scheduled a call with already?
So this lady here, Marianne, she's booked for tomorrow at 12 o'clock, and
Fantastic.
then Tracy, Bordeaux, Thomas, we're looking at next week. But
Okay, so let me just look through this here. So great. She said, sure, I'd be happy to. Fantastic. I could do a Skype chat tomorrow if that's any good for you. Yes, I'm available tomorrow. Great. Okay. Good for you. I'm in the UK, so I'm in Arizona, which is Mountain Time. Would 12 your time be okay for you? It's 8:39 here. Yes, that'd be great. Not exactly sure how Skype works, but my husband can. Why are you using? Oh, I see. Because you're in the UK and she's in. I see. My Skype ID is okay. Thanks to my husband who keeps all the important data in this little. So tomorrow it is.
mm,
P.S. Um, okay, so the first thing I'll tell you here is you want to eliminate any additional things that they need to do which they're not already doing. So for instance, if she doesn't have Skype, right, then you don't want to say, okay, well, get on Skype because you're making it potentially harder for her, right?
okay,
Or in other words, it's more likely that she might not get on because she said, or it might be delayed because she's like, oh, my headset's not working, I don't have a headset. You're gonna run into all these different things, right? So
Right.
the way to avoid that is you can go to Skype and you could get a Skype out account. And I think it's $10, something like that, $10 per
Okay.
month. But that's going to allow you to call somebody in the U.S. using Skype, and it will give you a phone number that they can call you in. So, for instance, I have a Skype uh, number that's 310. So when people call that number, it goes to my Skype. So it's called
Okay.
Skype out. So that's the first thing.
Okay. Just making
So then
notes.
I would just get their phone number. So if you can, um, the ideal situation I think is if you talk with them, then you could send them a message like, "Oh, message is kind of impersonal. Could we just like chat for like, could we just call for like 3 minutes, and I could tell you a few words about it.
Mm.
It's like it won't be more than 5 minutes, you know." Then you call
So
them up if you can,
yeah.
and just say, hey, yeah, like I said, I'm putting together this program. I got a video that kind of explains it. I could send you a couple of questions if you like, and then we could do a strategy session. It'll be 30 minutes, and in that 30 minutes, I'll be able to ask you some questions, see if I can help you out.
Okay. Yeah.
Cool?
So then on my strategy call tomorrow, what is the focus and the goal of the call?
Good. So we want to have an outcome for all calls. Um, so I think in module 1, I talk about it. So I would review module 1. But what you want is you want to say, okay, so think about what you're trying to figure out. Okay, first, what you're trying to figure out, like, where is the value? The value is it the value in making a sale? No. Making a sale is a nice to have, right? But the
Mm.
value is in trying to figure out what would be the most important thing for them to solve. Like, what's the most pressing problem that they're trying to solve, or what are the couple of problems that they're trying to solve that are
Hmm.
really important for them, that are costing them money, that if they could solve, they would make more money, right?
Right. Okay.
Actually, yeah, it's in module 3. I have the word for word script. So
Right.
go to module 3 and print out that script
Right.
and follow that word for word script.
That's about script from module 3. Okay.
So your outcome for this call is, I wouldn't say your outcome is to make a sale, as it is to start talking with people, right? So
Yeah.
you're just beginning the process of talking with people, so you have kind of a layer of things, right? So first, you're talking with people, that's new. They're strangers, that's new.
Yeah.
And then you're trying to identify what are the real problems that they're having. So that's new too, right? And then making a sale on top of that adds a lot of pressure, potentially, right?
Mm.
So I would take the pressure off for the first few calls. I would take the pressure of trying to make a sale off of yourself
Okay.
and just try to understand, go through the script in module 3 and get them to talk about their problems and challenges. And as they're going through it, take notes on it and record the call if you can. I recommend you record the call.
Right. No problem.
So, uh, do you know how to record the call?
I think there's a Skype plugin, yeah, isn't there?
Yeah. So there's a Skype plugin for Windows. It's called Pamela. You could use that. You could set up the call using freeconferencecall.com
Okay.
and have a call in to the number, and then freeconferencecall.com allows a recording. So you press star something like star 6 to record the call,
Okay.
and let her know that well, let her know that you're going to be recording the call, just so you can get some better information, so you could review the call and make sure you answer the questions that she has if you're not able to answer them on the call.
Sure. Okay.
Okay. So, and I just want to let you know the purpose of the call is not for you to give. It's not to educate them. So this is an important distinction. The purpose of the call is not to educate them on or provide a solution to their problem.
Right.
The purpose of the call is to understand their problem.
Okay.
Okay. So that's a big, 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 big distinction. The reason why you don't want to solve their problem is because you don't fully understand their problem yet.
Okay.
Okay. Does that make sense?
No.
Okay, good. Tell me what questions you have.
So, well, what if their problem's actually quite basic and I can solve it?
Okay. Their problems are not basic. Okay, so here's what I mean. Okay, let me give you an example. So when I started out in sales, what I try to do is what you'll probably try to do, right? So my job here is to save you time and money,
Okay.
right? So here's what's going to happen. So my job here is to tell you what's going to happen and prevent you from making mistakes that are going to be costly,
Sure. Okay.
right? So here's what potentially will happen. You'll get on the call, and you'll say, well, you know, what kind of problems are you having? And then they'll say, well, you know, I don't have enough leads, or I'd like to get more people in, but I don't know how to do it. I've been trying this. I've been trying social media. I've been trying that. People say this. It's not working for me. I've tried that. It doesn't work. And then you'll say, well, you know, try this. Do this, 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 and that.
Yeah.
Okay? And do this, this, and that. And then do this, and then it'll work. And then they'll say, okay. Okay? And then they won't do anything, right? So the point here is that it's kind of like a complicated thing, right? So the solution to you might be simple, right? But unless they believe that you really have the solution, they won't do it. Or unless they believe that they can do that, they won't do it. So it's a belief. Think of it as in terms of there's them believing that they can do it.
Yeah.
Then them doing the thing that they believe that they can do. Then them having doubts about the thing that you said that worked for you, which they'll say in their mind is, oh, that worked for Shaun, but that won't work for me. I'm different.
Yeah.
Okay? So I'm different. That won't work for me, right? That's a common thing. That worked for him. That won't work for me. So all these things are in play. There's like a logical thing. There's an emotional thing. But if they're not sold on the emotional belief that they can do it and that all these steps. So think of it in terms of, yeah, okay, here, let me give you a tangible example. So let's say that instead of us working together over the 3 months that we're working together, right, I just told you what to do in one call. Right? I just said, Shaun, look, here's what you need to do, okay? You need to set up a Facebook group, all right? Then you reach out to people and you message them. Then when they respond back, you get them on a call. Then you're going to say, look, you're going to create a program. You're going to talk to them. You're going to ask them some questions. Then you're going to sell them the thing, okay, the thing that you're creating. And then you'll get more people to do that, and then you'll make a ton of money, okay? That's what you need to do. Right?
Cool. Okay, great.
Okay, great.
That's all we need to know.
That's all. Right. That's all you need to know, right? But what's the problem with that?
Well, obviously, if you said that to me a few weeks ago, and actually probably still not entirely convinced.
Boom. Right. Exactly. That's exactly the thing, right? So what will happen in your mind is you'll start to. This is a weird thing that could happen. It happens to a lot of people. Even happens to me as I'm doing things. So you'll start to do things and they'll start to work, right? And then
Mm.
you'll stop doing them because your old like brain emotional stuff, right? It's going to start saying, "Whoa, I'm doing something new and it's kind of working. I should back up, right? Back off. It's working." Right?
Yeah.
So some people have that. It's working. Let me stop doing what's working. Okay? Because it's
Hmm.
new. It's way outside your comfort zone, right? Talking with people, understanding them, asking them questions, right?
Yeah.
So so my point here is that it's not enough to just give them the solution. Just like I mean, what I just told you is exactly what we're going to do,
Mm.
right? And that's exactly how it's going to work. But that's not enough
Mm.
because you
Yeah.
need to know the details. The details matter, right? The wording that I gave you matters,
Yeah. Sure. Sure.
right? So the details matter. So you got to get the details right. You got to know, okay, what comes before what? Does the forum come first? Does the Facebook group come first? How do I approve people? When do I approve people? Do I approve people in the So there's like all these things. So think of it like this. When you're talking with people, what you what's valuable is the recipe, not the ingredients,
Okay.
right?
Yeah. Okay.
It's the recipe. It's the do this first, then bake the cake at 350, not at 500. Do it for 30 minutes at 350, not, 15 minutes at 600. It'll burn, right?
Okay.
So you got to give them the recipe. Now, what they think is they think that there's a simple thing that they can do, right? They think their solution is easy. They just need to change a few things and it'll be
Mm.
like magic, right?
Yeah.
They think it'll be like magic, but it's not. It's not like magic, but they think it's going to be like magic. So what you have to identify on the call is, and this is all module 3, so you need to go through module 3 before the call tomorrow, right? And you'll need to
Okay.
go through it several times to get it completely. Like you'll need to go through a few times to really get it and get it into your brain so that it's there,
Okay.
right? Because it's a new thing.
Yeah. Sure.
So I would say, one, print out the script, go through module 3 training, print out that script, and just practice it a little bit. And when you're talking with people, you have it in front of you, have the script in front of you. You don't need to read it to a point where it's monotonous, but just have it so you reference it. Okay, so your
Okay.
goal in the call, so I said my whole thing that I'm talking about here is the difference between asking questions and providing answers, right?
Yeah.
So think of yourself from this point forward as a doctor, okay? So when you go to see a doctor, if you tell them your knee hurts or something like that, right? They're not going to say, okay, your knee hurts. Here's how we can fix your knee. No, they're going to do a diagnosis, right?
Yeah.
They're going to say, okay, well, let's run your blood work. Let's check your feet. I don't know. Whatever they do for knees. I don't have bad knees yet, but maybe later in life. Hopefully not. Knock on wood. But the point is that they're gonna run some tests. They're gonna whatever an analysis of some point, right? So that's what you want to do. Your job on this call is to run an analysis on them and identify the problems that they're having. And then in your program, you're going to solve those things step by step,
Yeah.
methodologically, whatever.
Methodically.
Methodically, thank you. Methodically, right? Step by step. So,
Yeah. Okay.
you with me?
Yeah. Totally. Yeah.
Now, I'm going to give you a heads up of what's going to happen. Your natural inclination is going to be to provide answers, right? Because
Yeah.
I'm like that too, right? I'm like, okay, somebody's doing something they shouldn't be doing. I'm like, dude, you just need to do this. You need to do this, you need to do that, and you need to stop doing that, right?
Mm.
But the problem with that is you need to think about it like you don't know the answers. You're just asking questions. So
Okay.
don't think of yourself as like the person who's the expert and you're there to give them the answers. More like you're the researcher and you're trying to find the questions.
Okay. Yeah.
Does this make sense? I know this is a new concept.
Yeah. No, it makes sense in the terms of I'm trying to find out what people's problems are so I can find the solution.
Right. Now, here's how the questions work. The questions, what you want to get to is you want to get to the questions and the so there's a problem. So this is module 3. So you'll see this when you watch module 3. But you want to get to the problems, then you want to get to the implications. Those
Okay.
are the problems that those problems are causing.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, so it's not enough to talk about the problems. Oh, I don't have leads. Okay,
Mm.
I don't have enough chairs. Okay, how is that affecting your business? Do you find that when you don't have enough leads, that you don't have enough clients? And how is that affecting the rest of the business? Or where
Yeah.
is it affecting the rest of the business?
They're getting to
So
the
you want
pain
to,
points.
yeah, you got to get to the pain. So it's not enough to just talk about problems. You got to get to pains. That's
Mm-hmm.
where sales happen. Sales happen in pains.
Okay. Yeah.
So, so I just blabbed on and on. So, any questions about anything that I've talked about so far?
No. No. I think that's fine actually. I was just trying to find out what the more of the structure for the call tomorrow. So
Yep.
that makes a lot of sense. But I'll certainly go through module 3 anyway.
Mhm.
Um, Before the call tomorrow, for sure.
Cool. Cool. Yeah. So, and then the other thing is, I would also say, get them to pick a time. Get them to say, okay, well, are you available Monday in the afternoon? And then
Hmm.
they'll say yeah, and then what you could do is then you could have more of an automated system later, which like time trade, or I use vSITA. So
Hmm.
time trade or vSITA, where they select the time and it'll do the conversions for you. Because
Yes,
you're in
that's
the UK, you
quite
have to
good.
do the conversion. That's
Yeah,
a pain in the ass,
yeah.
right? Um, so it will automatically do the conversions for you, and yeah, and it'll be easier down the road.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah, sure.
cool. Any other questions? Any quick questions so we can get addressed to get you forward, moving forward?
No, no, that's good. I'm ready to go tomorrow, I think.
Boom. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. So you want to set up yourself like a goal, and what you want to keep track of is every day, you want to keep track of a few things. How many people did you talk to? Right? How many people did you talk to? So you want to like write down their names, right? And then how many calls did you book?
Uh, uh, so, like a sort of funnel thing. How many people messaged? How many people chatted with?
Yeah, the important metric. So you want to keep just metrics like really simple. You want to keep how many calls did I book? That's the most important one. How many calls did
Yeah.
I book? And then how many people did I talk to?
Okay.
I would just start with that.
Does that include someone I just sent a one mail message to? So if I sent a message and they didn't respond, is that
Yeah. So the purpose here is you want to understand um, how many people you need to talk to. So we're going to work backwards. Okay. So at coming up on this next week or this next 2 weeks, you're going to make a sale, right?
yeah?
And you're going to want to know, okay, how many leads do I need to talk to? How many leads do I need to message today so that I can have X calls this week? And I know my ratio. My ratio is 1 in 6, right, or 1
Yeah.
in 5, or whatever that is. And so you just work backwards. You say, okay, I'd like to make 10 sales this week. Great. How many people do I need to message? Then you'll
Mm.
know, okay, I want to make 10 sales this week. That means I need to message this many people, and I need to get
Okay.
this many people on the call,
Yeah. Okay.
right? So now it's just a straight numbers game. That
Okay.
way you could predict your income. You could say, okay, this week I'm going to do this. Last week I talked to this many people. Last week I talked to this many people. I made this many sales. This week I'm going to talk to twice as many people and make twice as many sales,
Okay.
right? That's how it'll go.
Yeah, that makes sense. Definitely.
Very logical, right? ABC.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah. Right. Okay. I think I need to. I'll go buy a whiteboard for that now.
A whiteboard.
Yeah.
You need a pen and a little sheet. That's all you need. Keep it simple.
uh, I knew you were going
Keep
to
it
say
simple.
that.
Or you could do a Google Doc if you want to get fancy. You could do a Google form into a Google Doc, and at the end of each day, you just go through. Like you could keep it on your pen tablet here. This
Yeah.
high-end tablet, as you can see, $500. Expensive pen. And then at the end of the day, total it and just enter it in so you could add it up later. That would be my
Okay.
best recommendation.
Cool. I can do that.
Cool. Very good.
Brilliant.
Okay, so you feel like you're in good shape now?
Yeah. Brilliant. That's great help.
Fantastic. Okay, big takeaway from today,
Um,
or a few big takeaways?
yeah. I think the structure of the call and predicting income. That's exciting.
Cool.
Yeah,
Yeah,
being able
yeah, it
to
is.
sort of track back and make up the calls. So yeah, that's brilliant.
Very good. Cool. All right, I'll let you go. You got a lot of work to do.
Yeah. All right, then. Thanks, Gary.
Cool. Thanks, Sean. Talk soon.
Speak to you soon. Bye.
PP.